creating a target camera parameter rollout. So once we created our target camera, we should just pick on the camera. Then go up here to our Modify tab. In our Modify tab, we have our parameters rollout. The first one is the measured lens. The lens is the length of the distance between the camera lens and its focus. The field of view determines the area in which we can see. So this is the number of degrees across from left to right that we can see. Now, when we picked our camera and our camera and our target point, these got calculated. We could go down and say, hey, we want to go with stock lenses. So if we want to make this look like we took it with a regular camera, with a regular 35mm camera, we would pick 35mm. If we want to have a telephoto, we'd say 200, for example. So these are standard camera lenses, and when I pick on this, these values change to fit the values of the camera lens. I kind of prefer that we go with 35. That's a standard camera look, right? A 35mm camera is a typical lens that we have on all the cameras. Down here in the type, we have a target camera. We know that. We could show the cone, and the cone then is the view, the field of view here, and that's kind of helpful to see. We could see that cone if we want. We could show the horizon. That's the horizon line with a dark gray color. I don't typically like that. And we can also come down here, and this is kind of cool, the clipping planes. Sometimes we don't want to see things past a certain distance. Like we just don't want to keep going. We want to clip it right off. So we can set the far range to have a certain distance. We don't want to see anything past that distance. So even if we have objects out here that you could keep seeing, we can cut it off. So for example, I could have picked the camera to be at the first chair, and then I could say, I don't want to see in these back chairs. And so we could clip those off if we wanted to. We could also do it for the near clip. If there's something up in the foreground that we don't want it to see, we can just Photoshop it out of there and set the distance further deeper, and it will clip those out of there. So that's what clipping is. And so we can do a lot of nice work with our cameras. And remember, if we want to see what it looks like, we just come over here, pick on here, cameras, and we'll go to camera 1. And I'll go to realistic, and that's what we look like with our 35mm lens in our parameters rollout of our of our target camera. So target cameras, parameter rollouts.